for hosting us. This is a really, really beautiful place. We've had a drive around. First I like the greenery, and now I understand why it's called Green Park.
Yeah, no, thanks for coming. It's great to see the concept take life. Green Park with the completed houses, we've got almost 2,000 residents here. Yeah. We're just about to have our 500th occupation, and then with the units that are being built, those that are still up for sale in the market, it's really building up into a really great community, and people take care of little things. They take care of, but ultimately things that matter: security, privacy, greenery, open spaces, good schools, amenities, convenience. And it's really nice to see it all come together into a really beautiful community, and we hope that others come here and they see what you have seen, because you have to drive here to really to actually experience it.
Okay. Well, let's take a walk.
Sure.
So introduce us to Superior Homes. I know it was the first company that set up the master plan concept. So who is Superior Homes?
Superior Homes is a master planned real estate developer, primarily focusing on residential developments. It was started in the year 2005 by a gentleman called Ian Henderson, and he really saw a vision out here in Athi River that over time the road would be accessible, people would move away from the main central business districts, and they'd want places which have space, which are open, which are secure, place for their kids, schools, really a live, work, play community. And our flagship development is Green Park Estate in Athi River, which is where we are today with over 2,000 residents. So it's nice to see that dream come true. And we've expanded. So we have Pazuri at Vipingo, which is another 100-acre site adjacent to Vipingo Ridge, where we've started another master plan concept for holiday homes and also residential for those who are living in Nyali, in Mtwapa, in Kilifi, in Watamu. So really just taking the master plan living concept and creating a name for ourselves in that concept. It's very important in real estate development that you be known for something, and you be known for something that you're doing well. And at Superior Homes, we're known for master plan real estate development, and we see a huge opportunity in really just exploiting our strength in that area. So Green Park's done phenomenally well. It's done phenomenally well for Superior Homes as well. We're now in cluster 5, where we're building more semi-detached maisonettes, bungalows, super bungalows, villas, for different types of clientele who really want to live within Green Park Estate. It's started with cluster 1 in the year 2005. By around 2008, we had occupation here. And people have really bought into the concept of living in a master plan community. Your service charge is spread amongst many units, so it's cheaper. You have security, you have neighbors who can help you out in time of need. And that residential master plan community concept should really pick up in this market, because it encompasses everything that someone wants within a development. For us, being able to develop more units now, and we still have quite a bit of land to go here. We're now building our retail frontage at the front of Green Park, which is really going to be unique because it will serve not only 2,000 residents inside Green Park Estate, but also all the traffic on Mombasa Road. And with the new dual carriageway and the expressway, what people thought was far is now only a 25-30 minute journey. Exactly. So it's no more different to living in Runda, Karen, Roslyn and Athi River now. Given the infrastructure that's created a more convenient location, and even putting the traffic and the rest aside, which is natural these days in Nairobi, everyone has to face it. But the opportunity to live a little bit far away from the hustle and bustle, large open spaces, you don't get that anymore.
No, you don't. So just listening to you speak, and I'm curious, I felt very, it's a place to build your family or to grow with your family. Who is it that you think would appreciate a home like this?
It's actually quite varied. We have young professionals who are starting their first families, who are moving into our semi-detached maisonettes. We then have slight families with young children who are moving into the bungalows. You have families with slightly older children who are moving into the super bungalows. You've got those who are now starting to take a step back in their life, moving into the villas. There's also a lot of professionals, people who work in the EPZ, pilots, who always are at Jomo Kenyatta International Airport, those who work in the industry around the area, because we're seeing rapid industrialization as well. And that's created a demand for a really good residential product, and people have found that here. So we're actually going to be doing about 3,200 to 3,500 square meters of retail space, but within a single story. No parking silos, all external parking, very easy to access. So you just get in off Mombasa Road, you get in, you do your shopping, your convenience, a couple of drive-throughs, your amenities which you need. Salon, a barber, a bank branch, a cyber cafe, a printing shop, stationery shop, a chemist. That's what we envisage within the retail to really serve Mombasa Road traffic. And then obviously your food courts and your eateries and the rest, but also to create something for Green Park residents, because now we have the critical mass to support that sort of a retail sector.
And you recently got into the hospitality space as well in Elementaita?
Yeah, so we just finished our lodge last year in Elementaita, called Lake Elementaita Mountain Lodge. Really, really beautiful property, 51 villas, a clubhouse, restaurant, pool, gym and conference center, perched right on the cliff overlooking Lake Elementaita. It's a really beautiful property. Every view opens up with a view of the lake. So great for families going for holidays, individuals or couples going on holidays, for a conference facility. And really for us, it's again a master planned hospitality concept, because it's not like you're walking through a corridor and there's different rooms.
Hotel.
Yeah, here each room is its own little cottage on its own little space. And really that for us is the uniqueness in our product.
I'm curious about what you think is happening in the real estate space. And it's quite interesting because globally, 2020, somehow everybody, especially abroad, if you look at the US reports or the UK, there was some percentage to the higher side because people started panicking and they wanted to have their own homes and started buying homes. But here, 2019 was a credit crunch. 2020, we went into a panic. So how do you see 2021 panning out?
You're right, Terryanne. 2019 was difficult. We just repealed the interest rate caps. We started to see credit get back into the sector. But since 2018, it's obviously been a very, very difficult macroeconomic environment in Kenya. 2020 was the year where everyone said, you know what, this is going to be the year. And then, unfortunately, we were down with the pandemic. 2021 is obviously going to be a year where a lot of people are playing catch up. If you look at it from the real estate side, at least as Superior Homes, we're lucky enough to remain profitable. Our business model is a pretty conservative business model. We build as and when we have demand. We keep a certain level of inventory which we sell out into the market. We really just want to deliver on what we promise our clients. So our outlook for 2021 is obviously one of continued economic recovery. It's not going to be a walk in the park compared to what we've seen, a couple of years ago, because we're still seeing the effects of COVID up until the point we get a vaccine really, really rolled out. It's not going to be back to what we call the old normal. We are now in the new normal, but there is going to be sign of recovery. I mean, for us, like I'd mentioned, January has been a great month in terms of inquiries and sales. When you look at Green Park today, it's in Athi River, in Mavoko, in Machakos. So we see a huge opportunity in doing a Green Park type development in the growing counties. And if you're looking at a price point, between 5 to 10 million shillings, but someone's not buying an apartment, someone's buying a single story bungalow with a garden and open spaces and common areas and schools and, retail facilities. It's a completely different user purchase experience. And that for us is really what we want to go out and do. And we see a huge opportunity in doing it because we are skilled and experienced in master plan development. We know how this works. So is there opportunity for real estate across the sector? For sure. When you look at it from a bubble perspective, what is a bubble? A bubble is caused by excessive debt in a market and a lot of speculation. Cost of credit is so expensive in Kenya that people can't really borrow to be speculative. They're really borrowing when they're sure that that's where they're going to live. So in a country of 50 million people, we're looking at around 20 to 25,000 mortgages. Really the debt to asset ratio in the real estate industry is still very, very low. There's no credit that's fueling purchase. It's cash, it's installment, it's long-term payment plans. So that's really where we dissociate ourselves from the bubble discussion, because a bubble has to be fueled by speculation and by credit. Yeah. Well, we're really trying to grow our business with what we're good at. You won't see us diversify too much into what everyone else is really doing in this market. We know that we build great master plan gated communities, and that's what we want to do. We want to build them in Kenya and in the region, because we think that there is a huge opportunity, and we're convinced by an opportunity of creating open spaces and giving people an opportunity to live in their own home with their own privacy and do it at the right price point. So you will see us go out into the Kenyan counties, you will see us venture out into the region. And really for us, that's where we are going to be over the next couple of years. Today you come to Green Park, we're not selling you anything off plan. You're buying a unit that's already completed. You can see 2,000 other homeowners. When you go to Pazuri at Vipingo, we have units that are completed there. We're on the ground. We have our own construction capability, and we're the real estate developer. So if you're buying something from us, and you can ask any of our 2,000 residents, either at Green Park or at Pazuri, or even at Lake Elementaita Mountain Lodge, Sundowner Hotel, people can see what we've built. And that's the most important thing. It's knowing that your money is actually going to work for you. We're very flexible. Do we listen to people with different payment plans? We do. Do we listen to people different prices? We do. Because everyone's circumstances are different, and we really try to tailor a real estate product that suits you. And when you pay, you will see, real estate come out of the ground. We'll structure it in such a way that your payments are linked to progress on site. You can buy a completed unit. So since 2005, this is all we've been doing. So we've got enough credibility to be able to show people that, we can be a trusted, not only an investment partner, but a residential partner to really give you the home, or your client or your tenant the home that they really deserve.
Wow. Thank you, and we wish you all the very best.
Thank you, Terryanne.
Looking forward to see what else is in